Yo dudes, what's up? This is PlanetKeef, I'm Keith, and well, first of all, it has been an awful long time since I posted on this channel. Well, I could look it up, but it's got to be at least 6 months. So don't worry, we ain't dead, we haven't been struck by the horrible coronavirus thing. But today's topic is to do with that. I'm going to show you how to make yourself a face mask or a face visor using only some elastic, some acetate or polycarbonate sheeting, and a 3D printed what's name. You might not have a 3D printer, in which case you're a bit stuck. But anyway, so when this pandemic started, there was a huge shortage of PPE, personal protective equipment, and our useless government were being less than useless, honestly. I became aware of this crowdsourced thing called 3D Crowd, and basically what they were doing was getting people who had 3D printers to print as many of these things as they could. So that's your the headband, and the acetate sheet is fixed onto that, and the elastic goes around your head. So this was designed by Prussia, Joseph Prussia, who's a Czech, one of the founders of RepRap, and Prussia is probably like the BMW or the Mercedes of the 3D printing world. They make extremely good printers. So I've got a 3D printer sitting there gathering dust, so I got involved, but it didn't really work out. What they started off, they said the material to use ideally is PETG, which I don't have any of at the moment, and suddenly it become very hard to get because a lot of people were buying it up to do this. But they said that PLA is also acceptable, and that's what I've done. So I printed about 12, and they were taking 5-6 hours each. My contribution, well, it never got used officially because of the difficulty of coordinating delivery of the things, production of the things, la 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 la. So I've got a bunch of these components. I've given away half of them to family and friends, and so what I haven't got at the moment is a visor for me, so I'm just going to put one together and show you how that's done. What I need to do is punch holes, 4 holes in this sheet of acetate. I think it's acetate. I'm going to try and make a template because, you know, the spacing is obviously crucial and it is a little bit tricky. So those two are the width of a standard hole punch, and those two are, the bit in the middle is just completely random. So that makes it kind of tricky. Anyway, I'll just place that on the acetate. You know, if I was doing a lot of these, obviously it would be worthwhile making a proper template. Yeah, that wasn't great, completely missed it. Okay. Lovely. I can use this, I've just got this extra sort of crease there, but I don't think that matters. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's a bit. And then we have this other component that is just goes on the bottom to kind of reinforce it. And then we'll cut the corners because you know, these sharp corners dig into your neck. Okay, and now elastic. I've got this rather clever elastic. It's got buttonholes kind of well built into it. couple of centimetres, which is terrific. If you can't get that, well, you'll have to cut your own. So there's this enormous lug for it to go over, and then I should have done this when Mrs. Planet was here, because I need to gauge how big my head is. Quite big, obviously, because it's packed with brains. So I'm guessing there. I don't know if you can hear me while I've got this on, but well, I can. So, you know, obviously it's not to kind of clinical standards at all, although the 3D crowded versions were acceptable. But I think, you know, in a sort of semi-casual setting, that's going to be great, because the close face mask, I wear glasses, and I'm sure half of you do, and you'll find that the condensation, the problem of trying to wear the mask and glasses at the same time is very challenging, shall we say. So if I can get away with that, I mean, I think that's probably as useful, as safe, as practical as a proper mask in a supermarket kind of thing. If you're going to sneeze inside this, it's not getting, well, it'll get out the sides, but you know, the full force goes straight ahead. You know, similarly, your face is protected all the way around, and also it'll stop you touching your face, which is, you know, a source of infection. So there you go. Wonderful little visor for almost nothing if you've got a 3D printer. I'll post links for the 3D file down below if you want to do it. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and see you next time. And I promise it won't be 6 months, unless it is.